So have you ever read the instructions for to build some furniture, and you kind of just been like, I have no idea how this is possibly going to turn into whatever it was that I just bought. But okay, you just kind of start screwing things together, hoping it's going to make sense eventually. All right, well, while IKEA instructions may somehow not be the most trustworthy authority on building IKEA furniture, God is the most trustworthy authority on our lives. As somebody who came out of high school with zero idea about what she was going to do with her life, I know how hard it is to not have the full picture. None of us like that feeling, whether it is determining our life or even just our next step, not being able to see how all of the pieces fit together, or honestly, what's a piece and what's a table scrap. It can be so confusing and hard and bewildering, but God still calls us to obey him even in that space. The good news is you're not the first person to struggle to obey God without a sense of understanding. I mean, the disciples, they were great examples of this. I mean, for most of the time that they were with Jesus, they were either completely misreading what he was doing or just straight up lost. They thought they were following a man who would overthrow the Roman army, a military and political leader. And so many times after Jesus finished speaking, they'd be like, so what was that all about? Because I'm lost. They were the ones he chose, though. They were the ones he asked to follow him. Peter was one of the worst when it came to this, right? When Jesus first called him, Matthew 4:19 says, and he said to them, follow me and I will make you fishers of men. I mean, imagine how confused Peter must have been when Jesus said that. He was a fisherman by trade. I can just imagine him standing there stupefied, having taken him literally. How do I fish for men? What if Peter would have let that lack of clarity stop him from following Jesus' call? What if when Jesus called Peter to follow him, he would have said, I need more answers first? He would have missed out on life with Jesus. I don't want to miss out on life with Jesus, and I don't think you do either. So what is it? That thing that Jesus is calling to you right now? Maybe obedience doesn't feel comfortable yet. Maybe it's not making sense right now. God doesn't call you to understand. He calls you to obey.